episode 429 of the Phase On View podcast. Hey, we coming with the content, y'all. We coming with the content. I've been dropping. I ain't playing. So, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Anybody that's in the chat, man, make sure you follow me. Lock in with me. I will follow back. Hey, right off the bat, bro. Right off the bat, the best TV show out right now is Paradise. I'm still stuck on episode 7, man. I watched it about 3 times already. And spoiler alert for anybody that does not know the show Paradise, which is on Hulu. Hey, Paradise is one of them shows, man. Sterling K. Brown is doing his thing. The acting performance they had put on in that episode 7 and just throughout the series is fire. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't watched the show. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't watched the show. But I'm watching this show, Paradise, man. Best show on TV right now. Best show on TV right now. Just a brief synopsis of the show. It's about a guy named Xavier Collins. He is a secret agent, special secret agent that works right alongside of the president. The president, whose name is Cal, his name is James Marsden, if I'm pronouncing that as well too. Hey, when I'm telling you they did an amazing job in this show, so the brief synopsis of the show is based on the secret agent and his life, but also it's based on the president. It's talking about the inner workings of the White House, what goes on behind closed doors. It's very, I would say it's political, but it's also suspenseful. It's informational and it's intense for real. And it's like all mixed in one show. It's different from a show like The Night Agent. You have these different shows that are based on the president, based on those type of shows. But this show is so different, just solely off the acting, but based off of like the storyline. So essentially the storyline of Paradise is that the president, he's killed. He's assassinated within the bunker. And they're trying to debunk what's really going on, who killed the president, and because you have a lot of power dynamics that's going on as well too. And it goes from past to future, like back and forth. And essentially with the secret agent, he has kids and he has a family as well too. But his wife, like throughout the show, he thought that was killed, and it was basically on the president's watch. So fast forward into this episode 7, it's basically like doomsday. And that is like the premise of the show as well, based off of that event happening and then everything falling into place based off of that event. And with the doomsday, which is like, it was like apocalyptic, it was basically war, divide, and it was also like a huge tsunami that hit based off of volcano erupting. So with that being said, the president had to make a decision. And within the decision he made, it like in the future, it caused a lot of ripple effect of things that were going on. So it was basically like a 3-year span where, you know, it was chaotic, because after the doomsday and after what he said, which was more explained in episode 7 about like the decision he made, whether it was to tell the truth to America or tell a lie and act like nothing was going on. So he made that decision, and within the president's decision, everything went into melee after that. Like I said, the show, it goes into past, into the future. Fire show. I don't want to give out too much, but like when I'm telling you, this episode 7 was so intense, it was so informational, and it was one of the best episodes I've seen on TV in a long time. Because not only was it telling us as the people and the viewer about a lot of the things that go on, a lot of the power dynamics behind the scenes, but it was also telling you, like, honestly, if this can really happen, like a doomsday, certain things happening, like a tsunami or a catastrophic event happening to where it wipes out half of the world or majority of the world. Like, and the decisions that could be made behind closed doors between these powerful entities are important. So, long story short, in hindsight, it's like basically a mystery as well too, because they're trying to figure out who murdered the president. So you have people that were inner workings in the White House, in the bunker. You have the chief. You have Sinatra. I don't even know where hers is, but then you have the kids, his kids. Then you have the father who the president really looked up to as a role model. You have the secret agents that were around, and then you have like other people that play a huge part of a huge role within the storyline too as well. So it's very conflicting. It's like a mystery of who killed the president. And it's like basically who is working for who. It's like it's an inside job, but also it's on the secret agent's watch. So it's a tough situation for him in general because it's on his watch, and how he felt about the president, they were close, but based on the decision he made within what happened with the Doomsday event, kind of altered their relationship to where he felt like his wife died. But in this episode 7, you will see as it unfolds that that's not really the case. And it's basically the secret agent going against everybody else and trying to figure out what's really going on, because you have a lot of power dynamics and a lot of people that may want it to off Kyle in this situation, based off of his events, how he ran the country, etc. But when I'm telling you guys, this is a fire show, a fire watch, bro. This episode 7 has me in awe. Like, in the dynamic between Sterling K. Brown and Kyle, so Xavier Collins and Kyle, Sterling K. Brown and James Marsden. When I'm telling you, they deserve every Emmy, every award, man. I'm telling you, he's doing a fantastic job. Sterling K. Brown has been in other projects, been in other TV shows and movies, but this one right here is different. And I can't really explain it. You really have to watch it for yourself, because it's unlike any show. Because it's giving you a deep dive into, what goes on behind the scenes, but it's also intense, and it's about decisions and choices. Like, I'll throw it out on the table for you guys. Spoiler alert. So Kyle, who was the president in the show, he had a decision to make whether to, tell the truth to all the civilians, but with the truth is going to be chaos. That's why, a lot of people with these decisions they make behind closed doors, they don't tell the public because it will be chaos, like purge type of stuff. So once that happens, you cause panic. And then if you guys knew what happened beforehand, you got people looking at you crazy like, dag, I could have had a chance to, to survive or make a way for myself or figure it out if you told me in advance. Then also you have the other side is just like, nah, I'm gonna keep it PR, I'm gonna keep it, just straightforward as far as like, okay, just telling you guys what you want to hear in this situation. But within that situation, it caused chaos. And it's like everything is dealing with choices and decisions in this show. So I don't want to deep dive too much, bro, but I'm very excited about this show for real. And I love the how can I say it? I love the character development in this show too, because you're attached to these characters like Billy, who was one of the secret agents, but he was one of the best friends of Sterling K. Brown, Xavier Collins in this. You'll see what happened to him. And then also he had a partner that was basically, basically dirty and really slimed him out at the end of the day. So it's like all these different variables. There's all these different characters that you can look into about like basically who ended up killing the president. And everybody essentially kind of has a motive. So it's a very dope show, man. Like, shoot, like that. I've been waiting to talk about it because this finale, it's already renewed for season 2, but it's only 8 episodes. So, man, make sure you guys tune into that. I really think that they about to run the awards off of this show. This show is actually fire, and you can say it's a slow burn, but every episode gets better and better and better. But this episode 7, bro. If you haven't seen it yet, and if you haven't heard already, it's one of them ones, bro. Like, that joint is fire. But yeah, if you have not seen Paradise, because I don't want to talk about it too much, because once my co-hosts get back, we're going to deep dive into that. Hey, lady goes viral by exposing texts with her partner sending $30 for lunch, and basically saying it's low vibrational and it's not enough money for her, so she going to cut him off. I'm going to say this, and this for man and woman. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Go where you are celebrated and not tolerated. Simple as that. Because then you're not hungry, in my opinion, if $30 is not enough for you for lunch. The fact of the matter is that you're in a relationship and he's sending you $30 for lunch each and every day. It's an act of kindness. That's why the relationship pool is so crazy now, because every relationship is driven off of finances and money, what you can do for me. It's not based off of love anymore. Because if somebody's sending you $30 for lunch, and I don't know since when is that not enough. I understand that we in rough times, but $30 for lunch is still great. I don't know what you're getting. You getting a seafood boil for lunch, stomach off the chain. And it's just like the thought that counts. But that doesn't matter anymore nowadays. Like, I don't understand the times that we're in, and it's it's messed up. It's really messed up. I say he lucked out for her cutting him off. Because you spending $30 each and every day on lunch for her, and it's adding up. And I'm not saying don't treat your woman, don't treat your lady, of course. But guess what? If it's not appreciated, go where you are appreciated. Go where you are celebrated and not tolerated. I felt like that's a win-win for him, because it's just like, okay, well, now I don't have to do that. Now I could do that for somebody who's actually going to appreciate the gestures, appreciate what I do for you. Like, bro, I'm like, what? Like, man, that's where the internet misses me, because everybody's trying to one up somebody. Everybody's trying to gain something that in regards to finances is not, and they not worried about no love. They ain't not worried about love and how I can see myself with this person in the future. You got people that's worried about, if they get a divorce and what business takes place after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a crazy time where it's like up in the air. It really is. And another thing that I wanted to discuss it in regards to that is, like, I believe in, yes, I agree with happy wife, happy life, but I also do believe in happy spouse, happy house. I don't believe just it's solely off of solely the man's job to make the wife happy. It's the wife's job to make the man happy as well too. Y'all are in a relationship, y'all are in a marriage, y'all are together. It's not just about making one person happy in the relationship and the other person miserable. That's not how it's supposed to go. That's not love. It's really not. It's not love at all. And I get the phrase happy wife, happy life. I understand that. But what about the man in this situation? You feel me? Like, what about his needs? What about his wants? What about him? You feel me? Like, it's just so focused on making sure that the woman is happy. But if I'm not happy as the head of the household, or if I'm not happy as the man in the household, then that's going to cause a ripple effect too. Vice versa. If the wife or the lady is not happy in the relationship or in the household, it's going to cause a ripple effect on the household. So I just see a narrative nowadays that it's just like, it's all about the woman's happiness. No, it's about the everybody in the relationship about being happy. Because if you're not happy in the relationship, what you in a relationship for? And if you only tending to somebody else's needs and that's not being reciprocated, then what are you guys in a relationship for? You feel me? Like, this dude sending you $30 each and every day for lunch, and you talking about low vibrational. Boy, blocked. And that's another thing as well too. Is for speaking on men, y'all continue to want to be tricks and wanted to spend and just take care of the woman. Cool, got that. But guess what? You understand it's something that comes with that. If you continue to do that, then now it's an expectation that you are going to do that throughout the relationship, and you're going to continue to do it. So don't get mad. Don't get mad if you continue this certain behavior and you have that other person looking at you like, dag, so with my money, I usually get that money on this day. Oh, now I can't do it today. Oh, really? Oh, well, I'm good off you. So also you cause, in a sense, you're enabling that behavior as well. Because if I'm sending $30, I'm sending $40, no matter what money amount I'm sending to my woman for lunch in this circumstance, and it's not appreciated, and you continue to, and that behavior continues, I won't continue to send the money. You feel me? Like, you only have 1 or 2 times to disrespect me in a certain manner or not treat me as such when I'm when I'm showing a kind gesture. You feel me? It's not a have to or a need to. It's that I want to. But in certain cases now, you have people that, look, you have the man out here that's just trying to be a trick and trying to be impressionable to the woman. That cause is enabled behavior, and then you have the woman nowadays that are just solely focused on money and finances, and that causes a certain behavior of what they looking for or looking to in a man. So it's crazy right now as far as like the dating pool and relationship pool and stuff like that. You do have a lot of good people out here, but also with a lot of good people, you know, and being with somebody else, somebody can show you their representative at any given moment. So getting to know a person is very key and important too, and also not just solely banking off of what you can do financially with somebody. That's not a relationship. It's so many things that come with a relationship that's just not solely off of finances and money, bro. So I look here. Like I said to begin with, go where you are celebrated and not tolerated. Simple as that. You don't want to be the person that's just tolerated in a relationship. You don't want to be the person that's that's getting talked about in the chat like, oh yeah, he did this, or she did that. Like I'm through with this, man. I ain't got time for that. You don't want to be that person. So try to avoid that at all costs. And in regards to this conversation, even a wilder conversation is with this Steve Smith Sr. situation. So Steve Smith Sr., a former NFL wide receiver, great wide receiver, look, I say Hall of Famer, he was caught sleeping with somebody's wife via phone call. So this clip had went viral where this gentleman who was the husband of the wife called Steve Smith Jr. looking through the phone, snooping through the phone, and found out that his wife was cheating with Steve Smith Sr. First, before we even get to anything, that is something that you address. That's something to address with your wife, address with your spouse, because they stepping out on you. Don't hate on the dude that's actually cheating on your wife. Doing things with your wife. This is a conversation you need to have with your wife. She's not being loyal. That's first and foremost. And you call this man and you asking him obvious questions in which you already know. You already see the phone. And I don't agree with Steve Smith Sr.'s actions because it's alleged that he's married too. So it's messed up on all accounts. And I hate the person too that knows somebody's in a marriage and still would do that. That's a lack of integrity. But also you don't owe that husband any loyalty. I agree with that part. But in regards, it's all nasty in general. You feel me? If you guys want to be together and if you guys want to do that, then just get out of your relationships and do that. You feel me? Why are you holding another person hostage because you're not happy in the relationship? Have you lost your mind? And for Buddy, bruh, that's something you need to address your wife first and foremost. First and foremost. Like you calling him and you making it a spectacle. I guess cool for you, but what do you get out of that? You already know that she's cheating. You need to take actions. I would have had them divorce papers signed already, instantly, and moved on with my life. And I understand people have time in relationships and it hurts deeply because I know he was peeing on the toilet sitting down. I know his stomach was hurting, bubble guts, because the messages, if you seen the messages, Steve Smith Jr. and Steve Smith Sr. and that wife was talking greasy. And I'm talking about greasy. It got nasty and unfiltered of what they was talking about. She talking about rearranging organs and stuff. And come on now. Like, as the husband, I know he's sick to his stomach, but also, look here, make sure that you come correct and address the right person first. Because Steve Smith Jr., Steve Smith Sr., he don't owe you any loyalty. That wife does. She's been with you for how long? She said those vows. She vowed not to do certain things, and she's doing in the relationship. She broke those vows. That is it. That's a deal breaker for a lot of people. And it should be for you. It shouldn't be things that you're addressing online because, first of all, I wouldn't even have the guts to address something like that online and expose myself in general. So I don't even know where he was getting at in this situation. I guess allegedly because Steve Smith has a wife, he basically like, okay, well, you did this to me, so I'm gonna expose you and what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? So I get that aspect in the way, but my thing is, first and foremost, address the person who cheated, who cheated on you. That's how I feel about that situation. Now, if it was a different situation to where that was Steve Smith was his friend or something like that, then okay, I get addressing both of them. Because you don't lost your damn mind. But he don't owe you any loyalty because he don't know you. But it is nasty on the other side too, as the other man, as Steve Smith in this situation, because you know she's married. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but come on now, that's nasty word. You know she's married. You know all the things that are going on, and you trying to be the side guy and do all that other stuff, man. It's corny to me. It's corny to me because at the end of the day, you could just y'all could do whatever y'all want to do. Just get out of y'all relationships and continue to do that. I don't understand. I don't understand that at all. I don't get that at all. So I think that's nasty on all parts right there. I completely don't agree with it, for sure. This leads me to a question: Who should you share your location with? Who should you share your location with if you do, and even if you don't? Who would you share your location with, and who should you? I would say, for me, I'm sharing my location with my wife. Outside of that, I really never really share my location. I understand the purpose of it for real, but like outside of my wife, I'm not really sharing my location with anybody unless it's been certain situations where I'm going somewhere, I'm going somewhere like that's unknown to me. And I might need people to know where I'm at just in case certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in uncharted territory. But y'all let me know, who should you share your location with? I feel like it should be family or friends, just depending on the circumstance, depending on the situation. I'm more of a, and I only say this to my friends. I may say this to my woman or say this to my parents or something. Let me know when you get home type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that you're safe. That type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really share my location. It's not that it's weird. I don't share location with my guy friends and nothing like that. It's not, like I said, it's not needed. But if I was ever in a situation to where it's just like, all right, I'm going somewhere, it's uncharted territory, I may share my location with somebody close to me. But sharing location thing can be tricky depending on who's in your life and what's going on, because you got people that's shicey nowadays. And that location, man, that location done got a lot of people killed, a lot of people hurt, a lot of people harmed. So be mindful of who you share your location with, even if they're maybe close to you, because you never know. That's the truth in that. I don't trust a lot of people in my location. Somebody get the drop on you, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Then what? You out of luck. You out of luck. Recently, Casanat talked about spending money on $100 haircut. Even though that he's wealthy and he's rich now, he still thinks $100 haircut is outrageous. And I'm right with him. I completely agree. $100 haircuts is outrageous. And I feel like it's overpriced for the customer. It depends on what you're getting. I need to know what I'm getting with that $100 haircut. What I do feel like is a reasonable amounts for haircut. I think $25 to $50 is a reasonable amount for a haircut. $25 to $50, because guess what? The barber deserves to be paid too. I get that. And also it depends on the service. But these $100 haircuts for a shape up or for something for just a temp fade or a fade is outrageous, bro. It's outrageous. And I am never hating on the barber, because look here. I go to the barber shop every single week. And my barber top tier. Shout out to Rico. Top tier barber. You feel me? And get a fade, get a haircut, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the most 45 and at the most 50, and that is fine with me, because I am all about the service and the person that's doing the service getting paid. But I don't know since when we start overpricing haircuts to the magnitude they're doing now. You got a person that might just slit your eyebrow and charge you a $50. Like, I don't care how rich or well off you are. I just don't subscribe or don't understand how a haircut can be so much. Like, recently I've seen haircuts. Okay, somebody getting a haircut, somebody getting the beard done. They're doing like basically a facial massage and stuff like that. Like other services provided with it, shampoo, I got that. Then the price should be up because that's a full experience. That's like a spa experience. So that's different in that aspect. I'm solely only talking about just a genuine haircut, just a straight haircut. If you add a service or to the face and stuff like that, cool. But nothing should be over $100. I don't. Nothing should be over $100 if you're just getting a haircut. Like I said, shampoo, facial massage, oils, the works. That is a different conversation. I'm not speaking to those barbers that do that. And if that's what you ask for, like I said, you should pay your barber based off of the service they provide. Simple as that. And if you don't like the prices, then go somewhere else. I get that. But I look here. I don't know since when these $100 haircuts starting to, bruh. Cause look here, once that happened and the $100 haircuts become the norm, I'm good, bro. Or I'm gonna have to figure it out myself, for sure. But like I said, my barber's elite. I'm never complaining about my barber, bro. My barber is sharp with it. But like, it is crazy because and I'm seeing $300, $200, $100 for a temp fade and a shape up. Like what? And a Caesar, bro. Like what in the world? I get the economy is in a different space and they deserve to be paid what they're worth. But look here, a temp fade shape up should not. Come on now, you got shape ups being $50, $100, $150. Shape up be clean for one day. You better get the hell out of here. You better get the hell out of here. Like I said, if you get a haircut, that price. What should it include? Like if I get a haircut that's $100, like I said, it should include a shampoo. It should include something with my face, oils, a massage, something, bro. It better become with a full spa experience if I'm paying $100+ for a haircut. It needs to be other services provided. Like I follow a couple pages on TikTok where they doing the works. You know what I'm saying? They got the facial massage, the little massager thing going. They cut your hair. They giving you a shampoo. They doing other services in between. Cool. Because you're paying for an experience at this point. You're not just paying for a haircut. But $100 haircuts for a shape up, temp fade, Caesars, all that, y'all lost your mind. Come on now. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Let's keep it a stack, bro. Hey, anybody that's joining us, man, like I said, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hey, follow. I will follow back. We in it. You know what I'm talking about? We in it. Recently, Diddy Lawyer files to withdraw from his legal team ahead of his trial in May. Anytime a lawyer withdraws, it's red flags. It's red flags all over. And I know this Diddy situation has been mayhem since it started. People don't know what to believe or not to believe, whatever the case may be. His situation looks crazy regardless of anything, because we've seen a history of behavior for 30 years, like publicly. So it's no telling what has gone on privately, but we shall see in May. We shall see until he get his day. But this being news, no matter what he withdrew for, it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. I don't even want to speculate what it was, because I'm sure it's something crazy based off of the charges. Like, I really don't know within this situation what there's more to do. And based off of them denying the $50 million bail, based off of multiple times, yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for Homeboy, for sure. It ain't looking good at all. But like I said, we shall wait until May. But that was eye-opener to see a lawyer withdraw from such a high-profile case. And think about the money that he's probably getting to be a lawyer for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something serious that doesn't align with his morals, principles, that will cause you to withdraw. Like I said, it can be other reasons. He could be sick. It could be other reasons. It could be he been felt disrespected, whatever the case may be. But this being public knowledge, hey, look here. I don't know what to make of the situation. We shall see in May, because we done seen some crazy things happen. We just seen the A$AP Rocky situation, and he was caught on 5K, 6K, 8K. He was caught right there and there. And he had the right lawyer to get him off. In other news, man, Floyd Mayweather drops 402 million on NYC Real Estate, 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan, man. Round of applause for Floyd Mayweather. I've always been inspired by Floyd Mayweather. I don't look at Floyd Mayweather other than a role model out here for a lot of people, because not only did he change the landscape of boxing financially, look what he's doing. He's doing things of his nature, and then also, I've never been that type of person to count somebody else's pockets and dictate what they're doing with their money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nowadays, because you have social media, a lot of people try to pick and choose. Oh yeah, well, why are you doing this with your money? What are you doing this? That's their money. Regardless of anything, that's their money. Whatever they want to do with it, and if they earn it, that's their money. That's nothing for us to judge. And I've always respected Floyd Mayweather for not only his business acumen, but him as a boxer. And honestly, the space that he's in is something to be proud of as well too. You know, coming from where he comes from, the family history, how he's also implemented and installed a whole type of regime into boxing to where it is what it is now, to where a lot of these boxers are making profit and excelling in that aspect. Feel me? Like, the money is crazy in boxing now based off of Floyd Mayweather. So we always talk about the negative about him, flaunting and showing off or whatever. That is not for us to, you know what I'm saying? That is not for us to judge another man about what he got going on in his pockets. What he got going on is what he got going on. But I will talk about the positive things this black man has done for the sport of boxing and outside. This is something to marvel at. For real. This is something to marvel at what he's doing. Like 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan. Do you not understand the investment and the profit he can make? And not even just the profit, the lives that he may change and putting people in these homes. Like, we look and we give round of applause as we look at all these different companies that have been doing amazing things. But as soon as it comes to somebody black doing something, we might turn the side eye and be like, oh, well, I mean, I guess. Like, another thing that happened that was devastating to me, I remember when Tank bought the block, essentially, and the next day or a few days later, it was a fire. Like, we always hating on our own, bro. Let's stop hating on our own. Let's start congratulating. Let's start being a part of things. Let's start, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's start being about a positive movement. We don't have to agree to everything. But also, when it's time for us to stay connected and stay bonded and stay close and together with each other, we need to do exactly that. You feel me? So this is another situation where I was just like, okay, I love this. I love that he did that. And I hope people are really talking about it in a positive manner and can take something from it as well, too. Like, regardless of anything, I'm not about to be the one to count another man's pockets, but I will be the first to congratulate for sure. You know, I've always been that friend to congratulate and to be happy and never be envious. Because when envy and jealousy, bro, it's just like greed, bro. It's a nasty trait to have. It is a nasty trait to have, because you can never excel if you doing those things and just always being envious and jealous of somebody. Where's that really going to take you? How does that going to impact you? And while we on boxing, who y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got? The time is here, bro. The time is here. Y'all got Tank or Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach comes from D.C., the PG County area where I'm from. You got Tank B More. You know what I'm saying? We know that D.C. Baltimore thing. That is a real thing. But in terms of boxing, is nobody better in boxing to me than Tank. He is the face of boxing right now. You can say Terrence Crawford. You can have other people included, Canelo. But Tank, he is the draw. He is the draw. And he don't get his credit for his craftsmanship in boxing. His skill is unmatched too. He's not just simply a knockout artist. So I'm interested in seeing how Lamont Roach will approach this bout, because with Tank, even though he starts off slow, he's technical. And once he gets you to where he wants to get you, and I'll say in the later rounds to about 6, 7, and 8, you're at his will. So I don't see Lamont Roach finishing this fight. I do have Tank in TKO or KO, but we shall see. Because this will be an interesting fight, and this is the Battle of Maryland. This is the Battle of Maryland. This is the battle of This is the battle of the beltways. Better way to put it. Battle of the beltways, and it gets serious. It really do get serious. That be more DC. That rivalry is for sure something real. And I have Baltimore friends and stuff like that. But hey, trust and believe. I do want to be rooting for Lamar Roach. It's a part of me that will be rooting, but it's a part of me that has to be realistic in who the better boxer is. And I think that's Tank. Tank has been my favorite boxer since Floyd. So I'm interested in seeing how these rounds will go, how this fight will go, and what will come from this fight moving forward. Because you do have Tank that talked about retirement, and I understand it. Like 30 wins, 29 or 28 KOs. For anybody that's sitting here talking about he's ran from anybody is crazy. Shakur, for me, is not beating Tank. Haney has already showed that he can't beat Tank. He didn't beat Garcia. Okay, what y'all say? Garcia pummeled Haney, and Devin Haney's a great fighter, boxer as well too. But I don't think nobody beating Tank. I don't think nobody beating Tank. And guess what, y'all? Sunday, man. Sunday, March 2nd. Pisces gang is the 30th birthday, man. So make sure you guys tap into my content. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really want for my birthday, man, is just to y'all to show love to my podcast, man. Just been working hard within my ventures, just in life, my business, what I got going in my personal life, everything. But I just want to continue to make good content. But yeah, man, 30 is a milestone. It's a blessing. And I'm happy, bro. I'm really happy where I am in my life. And I'm glad that the perception of 30 has changed. And it should change. Like, that's not unk level, bro. Like, 30 is still very young and youthful. You feel me? And one thing that is something that a goal for me in my 30s is not to get lost in what happened in my 20s and why life is moving so fast. Nah, how can I move forward? How can it be a positive change in my community, in my life, in my personal life? I have two sons. You know what I'm saying? I have a wife. I have real life things going on. So it's time for me to step up to the plate. And those are the things that I'm really more so focused on, about how I'm going to continue to step up to the plate and be there and be present for my sons and be present for my wife and be present for my family and loved ones. Like, everything else is second. It comes second. You feel me? And not for me to worry about. Talk about this because I just seen it on the screen. J. Cole and Freddie Gibbs. I know this conversation has been going on. J. Cole and Freddie Gibbs. So I do want to briefly speak on this. With the J. Cole and Freddie Gibbs conversation, I do feel like Freddie Gibbs is a formidable opponent. Freddie Gibbs can rap, and he has a discography and catalog for himself, especially rapping ability if you know his catalog. J. Cole is J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's levels to this. Not to say that he, you know what I'm saying, that he can't be beat or nobody's rapping ability is like his. But J. Cole is one of them ones. And it's a conversation stirring up about, you know, who's better or should J. Cole respond. How I look at it, I'm not going to sit here and continue to harp on what J. Cole did in this situation. He made the best move for himself in that situation. I do understand how people could say, look here, if you in your raps you want to keep on talking about you the best, you killing people and all that, it kind of demoralized you kind of demoralized that within the situation with Drake and Kendrick. I don't think so, because in rap and metaphorically and rhymes and lyrics, you're always supposed to talk about how you're the best. All rappers do it. And I understand that how he can be looked at or seen in a certain light, but let's call it what it is. J. Cole has destroyed about half of the good rappers or great rappers that y'all have ever said that have rapped great or have done great things in features. He has done that. For the last 5 years, he's got on your favorites artist or favorites artist or favorites rappers song embodied them. We can go down the list of whoever you want to talk about. So rapping ability wise, I don't think y'all really want J. Cole to step out there. You know, yes, we want the competitive nature to be out there, but I don't think at this time anybody is on his level rapping wise. Do I think he should step out there and respond to Gibbs? I I don't know. I don't know if that does more good for him or does more bad for him in that situation. I don't know if him responding to Gibbs does more good or bad, because you're also going to have the people out there that say, oh, well, you can rap at Gibbs, you can respond to Gibbs, but you don't respond to Kendrick. And then you're going to have those people that say, oh, well, why you tucking your tail? If it's a formal opponent, go at him. I just feel like y'all put J. Cole in a well, I wouldn't say y'all. I would say he put himself in a certain situation. But also how we're viewing this situation, it's like, okay, we putting too much out there on and putting too much on J. Cole in this situation, because if you see in hindsight how the Drake and Kendrick situation unfolded, I can see why J. Cole didn't want to be a part of that. And I still think J. Cole can rap better than Kendrick and Drake. I don't care what nobody say. So that's my 2 cents on that. I just wanted to speak about that because I see a lot of people playing with J. Cole's name. You feel me? I don't understand how that is possible. Freddie Gibbs can really rap. But don't get it confused. This still Jermaine Cole. You know what I'm saying? This still Jermaine Cole. So another amazing episode of the Phase On View podcast. Make sure you tap in. Much love.